The Holy Quran is not a book meant for one group, nor does it belong to a single religion. It was never meant to be owned. Its purpose is greater than that. The Quran was revealed to restore Abraham's faith, a faith rooted in submission to God and open to all of humanity. It invites every person to read, to reflect, and to decide for themselves what is true. But over time, something changed. Instead of uniting around God's message, people divided themselves: Sunni, Shia, Sufi. These divisions did not exist during the life of Prophet Muhammad. They came later, formed through interpretation, history, and human perspective. And while they may carry historical meaning, they were never meant to replace the unity of God's message. This is where the problem begins. When people inherit religion without reflection, they inherit division along with it. Many read the Quran regularly, but allow inherited traditions to take priority over what they have read, even though the Quran has made God's message clear. And this mirrors a larger issue in the world today. People inherit beliefs, ideologies, identities without questioning them. This is the same pattern we see in what is called the culture war, a world divided into sides, each claiming truth, each convinced they are right. But the deeper issue is not political, it is spiritual. It is the loss of a shared foundation. The Quran challenges this. It does not belong to a sect. It does not belong to a label. It speaks to humanity. It teaches that truth, justice, and righteousness are not owned by any group, but are accessible to anyone who seeks them. Yet many people never approach the Quran. Why? Because it has been tied too closely to those who identify as Muslims, and for some, the behavior they see in certain communities pushes them away from the message itself. This is one of the greatest barriers to unity, when people reject the message because of the people who claim to represent it. But the Quran was never meant to be limited like this. It is a message for all, and when approached with sincerity, it has the power to unify, not divide. God warns against division in religion, because division weakens truth. It replaces unity with identity, and purpose with conflict. But the Quran offers something different, a shared foundation, righteousness, justice, truth. At the center of this message is one simple principle: submission to God. This is the faith of Abraham, not a label, not a sect, a state of being. Whether one calls themselves Muslim, Christian, or Jew, the essence is the same: to submit to God and to live righteously. The story of Adam and Eve teaches us something important. Their fall brought humanity into a world of struggle, a world of conflict. But the suffering we see today is not because of them, it is because of us. Satan's role is to divide, to turn differences into hatred, to turn identity into conflict. But he has no power beyond suggestion. The choice is always ours. And this is exactly what we see today: division based on race, religion, politics, culture. But beneath all of this, we are one humanity. The Quran makes this clear. All good comes from God. All evil comes from human action. So the responsibility is ours, not to blame the world, but to change ourselves. This is where a dangerous cycle begins. When people become obsessed with the faults of others, they slowly lose sight of their own. And in doing so, they begin to reflect the very behavior they condemn. Because the truth is this: focusing on the wrong in others often brings out the worst within ourselves. The Quran gives a clear perspective. All good comes from God, and all harm comes from our own actions. And when God grants a blessing to a person or a people, no one has the power to take it away. So how can anyone who claims to believe in God place the blame on others instead of looking within? Unity does not come from erasing differences. It comes from recognizing what is greater than those differences: our shared submission to God, our shared responsibility, our shared purpose. If we want to overcome division, we must move beyond labels, beyond sects, beyond inherited identities, and return to what is true. because division is not without consequence. It leads to conflict, to hatred, to suffering. The Quran warns that when people divide themselves, they will taste each other's vengeance. And we see this today in wars, in broken societies, in endless conflict. The Quran does not ignore conflict. It gives guidance for it. Stand for justice, correct wrongdoing, make peace when possible, and never defend injustice, even if it comes from your own group. God tells us, you were made into nations and tribes, not to despise one another, but to know one another. The most honored among you is the most righteous, not the most powerful, not the most popular, not the most religious, the most righteous. This is the path forward, not division, but unity, not identity, but truth, not labels, but righteousness. The message has always been the same, from Noah to Abraham, to Moses, to Jesus, to Muhammad. One message, one truth, one path, to remain steadfast and to make no divisions in religion, because in the end, division is man-made, but truth comes from God. Quran 42:13. The same religion has he established for you as that which he enjoined on Noah, which we have sent by inspiration to you, Muhammad, and that which we enjoined on Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. Namely, you should remain steadfast in religion and make no divisions therein. To those who worship other things than God, hard is the way to which you call them. God chooses to himself those whom he pleases and guides to himself those who turn to him. Quran 3:19. The religion before God is submission to his will. Those who formerly received the scripture differed only after knowledge came unto them through transgression among themselves. But if any deny the signs of God, he is swift in calling them to account. Quran 23:53. But people have cut off their affair of unity between them into sects. Each party rejoices in that which is with itself, but leave them in their confused ignorance for a time. Quran 6:159. As for those who divide their religion and break up into sects, you have no part in them in the least. Their affair is with God. He will in the end tell them the truth of all that they did.